Hi guys, this is Svein on the SRS channel back again, and today we're gonna have a look at the Threezero 1/6 scale The Walking Dead figure Maggie Rhee. And as you can see, here is the box. Got the nice photo of the actor on the front there, and you have this have her name in some really glossy writing there that disappears from certain angles. And yeah, this is the front of the box. On the side you got the AMC logo, you got the holographic sticker there, Walking Dead logo on the back, her name on the other side there, Walking Dead logo on the top, and some stuff, legal stuff, on the bottom. And as with all the other packages, you also have this nice picture from a scene from the TV show there of Maggie, and you got this nice window display. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let me open it up and we'll have a look at the contents. Inside the box you find this plastic clamshell. In the top portion here you find the figure, and that's how it is packaged. And you also get this user manual thing with this customer service card in here, and here's a quick overview of everything that's included with the figure. And yeah, that's it for that. In the bottom tray you got all the weapons and extra hands. You get 4 extra wrist pegs. You get the machine gun here, or the assault rifle. You get the gun, you get the knife, you get a pair of knife holding hands, a pair of gun holding hands. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, you also get this bag with stuff you're not supposed to eat. Getting that out of the way. I can't remember if any of the previous releases have had extra wrist pegs, but there is one on the hands that already comes on the figure, and you get one for each extra hand, so you don't have to be afraid of swapping out the hands. So you have a wrist peg for each of the hands. And yeah, I'm also gonna assume everybody has seen wrist pegs before, so we'll get those out of the way straight away. And as mentioned, you get a pair of knife holding hands. These hands are really nice, flexible fingers. And yeah, can hold the knife with no issues. And they're nicely painted and sculpted. And on her set of left hands you also have her wedding ring and so on. That's the knife holding hands. Same deal with the gun holding hands. You have the rings on one of the hands there, or the left hand, nicely sculpted and painted and flexible. Then we have her hunting knife here with this metal flake finishing on it, nicely weathered. Got some sort of bronze color for the handle there, gunmetal grey on the blade and the pommel on the end there. It says USA, so yeah, serrated on the back of the knife there, or on the edge. And yeah, nicely done knife. You also get her revolver, and you can move the back piece here. The barrel spins, and you can also, if I can do it without breaking anything, you can also flip out the barrel, and it can, I think it can hold 8 rounds or something like that. Barrel spins pretty freely, and yeah, done in all black. That's the gun. And finally we have our assault rifle. You have this strap here to carry it around her shoulder. It's nicely weathered, and yeah, you can probably move this scope or sight piece here and place it anywhere on top of this rail system here where you see there are holes. And you can also put up this sight part on the back there, as well as the one on the front. Want to be careful not to pop them out if they're pegged in, because they usually tend to get a little bit loose. But you can put up the sights there. You can pull out the stock, about this far. You can also remove the clip. There's some bullets in there. Any other moving pieces there? Not that I can see. That's just about it for moving pieces. You get this adjustable strap, and there's this buckle piece at the end there. Nicely weathered too. So that's our assault rifle. And then there is the figure. And straight out of the box, the figure comes with some protective plastic bags on the boots and on the arms, on the head, and also around the neck. And you can easily remove it without actually removing the head. So I'm gonna try to do that like so. And here is the figure. And yeah, it's a nice head sculpt. She have green eyes there. Hair is sculpted pretty good. Could have been some black in there to give it some depth, but it's nicely sculpted, and the highlights on the hair is there. I don't see any seam line here, and that's pretty good. She have the blue shirt and the gray tank top in there, and got the gun holster on the belt there with some rounds on the belt there. You got the holster for the knife. Her jeans, slightly weathered on the thighs there and on the front. Socks down the boots. The boots are sculpted plastic, so you don't get much articulation there, but it can swivel. Red sculpted laces there. Nicely sculpted and weathered boots. Got the Threezero and the 2022 AMC logo on the bottom of the sculpted boots. And yeah, articulation, it's double jointed knees, swivels at the hip up there, and it's basically the movement you can expect out of a 1/6 scale body. Threezero though, they use seamless or hybrid bodies. There's a seam at the shoulder there, which gives you all the articulation you need up there, but it's like the outfit covers up the elbows, and if I can't pull it far enough up, there's seamless elbows here. You could argue that you want to take off the blue shirt and have her displayed in the tank top, and you don't want to see the elbow joints, so that makes sense there, but there are not enough strength in this ratchets in the elbow. So like with the oh, what's her name? I forgot her name. And the other female figure I reviewed, she couldn't keep the bends in her elbow either, but you clearly can hear there is a ratcheted joint there. You got ball joints for the wrist pegs, and on the figure straight out of the box you have the relaxed hands. There's the wedding ring again, and this one it's painted all the way around, and yeah, there's the figure from the front and from the back. And as always with the Threezero, the Walking Dead figure releases, you get what you need in the box for a display, and everything goes on the figure. So hunting knife, can this be opened? No, you can't open that piece, but how on earth? Pretty tight getting the knife in there, but I'm sure you can make this safety loop go around the handle if you fuss with it a little bit. But yeah, there's the knife in the sheath there, revolver, fits nicely in there, and I can't see any locking mechanisms there, but you can kind of make that can't even see it because it's so dark here, but you can flip this safety piece on the holster over the gun and tuck it down behind the gun, and it will stay in there just fine, like so. And then it's all up to you if you want to have Maggie hold the rifle in her hand, and the gun holding hands can nicely hold the rifle, or if you want to have it over her shoulder. I'll probably have it in her hands though, but that's it. All the stuff you get in the box goes onto the figure, and yet again I think that's more than what you need for the figure. You don't need a whole bunch of accessories that goes back in the box. You can arm the figure up with all the weapons, and the only things that goes back into the box are the hands that you're not using. Other than that, everything fits on the figure, and I think that's pretty awesome. So let me pose her up, and I'll bring in a couple of other The Walking Dead figures from this line. And here she is next to Glenn and Carol. That that was her name, Carol. She can't hold a pose with the elbows either. It's about 45 degrees, and that's it before the elbow snaps back. And yeah, as I said, you have Carol, Maggie, and Glenn. And yeah, they look good together. And yeah, do a quick 360 on the pose here. I also discovered that it's hard to make the upper arm rotate, so you can't really put the hands in front of the figure, making it hard to get the figure to hold this pose. But yeah, just from the side. There you have that. And that was it for my review on the Threezero, The Walking Dead Maggie Rhee figure. And yeah, again, in general, I'm pretty happy with the line so far. All the figures, they look pretty awesome to me. I'm really happy to have them on the shelf. I have a few nitpicks with some of the figures though. I don't like the seamless rubber sleeves they use for the arms on the figures. The ratchets are just not strong enough to hold the poses. So as I've said in some reviews in the past, I might end up doing a Phison or TB League body swap on some of the figures. In this case, maybe on Maggie here, as well as on the Carol figure, and yeah, I don't like the rubber solution on the elbows on these figures. That's basically my only nitpick with the whole line. Some of the figures actually have seamless arms when you can clearly see the seam on the shoulder. Thank God they didn't make those seamless, because that would render these figures almost statues. So I'm actually pretty happy that they just stuck to doing it on the elbows. But I'd prefer jointed elbows, or with visible elbow joints, double jointed elbows if possible on some of the figures, but I would be fine with just single jointed elbows too, just to keep it as seamless as possible. But Yeah, that's it. It's the elbows on these figures and the seamless rubber joints with the weak ratchets inside. That's the only nitpicks I have with some of these figures. Other than that, I'm really happy with the entire line. You get just the amount of accessories to put everything onto the figure and nothing goes back in the box apart from the extra hands here, and in this case some extra wrist pegs too. So that's pretty awesome. And yeah, what you see here is what you get. You get a pair of knife holding hands, a pair of gun holding hands, and you get a pair of relaxed hands on the figure straight out of the box. As I said, the 4 extra wrist pegs. You get the assault rifle, you get the knife, and you get the gun. And yeah, that's enough. It's a reasonable price for the figure, and it's a nice figure. Next up will be the governor. As far as I've seen, I have him on pre-order. Apart from that, I don't think I have seen any new announcements on any new Walking Dead figures from Threezero. Hopefully the governor won't be the last in this series though. But yeah, I'm really enjoying these figures. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, go nuts in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.